Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the RNG Network. This is a podcast where randomness is key and conversations follow suit. I'm your host, Goose, and with me we have Frontal.
Hello.
And Fluffy.
Hello.
Today we're going to be changing it up a little bit. We're actually going to be doing I was going to try to do a drum roll, but I can't think of one. We're doing a game review today. This is kicking off our a little separate category that we've been trying to monkey with a little bit. So, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing good, man. Yourself?
So far, so good.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Mm.
Good.
Got a week off work this week, so I'm going to be doing a lot of content creation is my plan for the week ahead.
Hell yeah. Sounds like a great time.
Yeah. Probably gonna rope you into it.
Gonna do what?
Gonna rope you into it and be like, Gus, come stream with me.
Well, you can't. I don't know how well it's gonna work because I'm starting my job this week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna start biking 20 miles a day. Sorry.
20 miles?
14 miles, yeah.
That's not the job, by the way,
Jesus.
guys. That's not his job. Isn't to cycle 40 miles every year.
No, it's not my job. It's just how I get back and forth from there.
He got hired to test new shoes, and now he has to bike 14 miles a day to test them.
Yes.
He's selling sort of sweaty crotch sort of things. He's been riding on a bike for
Hey, yo!
so many hours.
That's a good idea. I could do that next to my OnlyFans.
Oh, you have an OnlyFans, do you?
No,
Available on
not yet.
goosejocks.com.
Goosejocks.com. That's good. I actually like that.
Only Goose.
Only Goose. Yes. But no, back on topic. So we're going to talk about the recent rave of the nerd community, the Sons of the Forest, which would be the predecessor to The Forest.
It's not predecessor, guys. Right? That's bad English. Predecessor means before. It's the successor to The Forest, the sequel.
Yes, the successor of The Forest. I'm bad at words, man. So I think out of all of us, I want to say Frontal's probably had the most time in this game, yes?
Yeah, I've probably done the most grinding, to be fair, yeah.
The most grinding, the most playing, the most research, the most figuring out how to do things, where things are.
It's almost like that's my thing that I do that in our group. I'm the one that always ends up doing like, okay, and here's the plan. Okay, I've done some research, and this is what we do.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah,
like we can have fun, but it's responsible fun. Okay, guys. Okay.
So Fluffy, how much time do you have in this game?
77 minutes.
Heck yes, man. I actually don't know how much time I have. I can look this up though. Give me just a moment. Oh, Sons of the Forest. I have 13 hours. Holy cow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Most of that was probably good.
How many days have you played?
26 hours. 26.2 hours.
So a day.
A day.
I got about half of your time. Okay.
You've run a full marathon in that game. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I've read a full marathon in real life once. That was
once. Wow.
Well, I did a few marathons, but like
I've never done a marathon.
They're awful.
I've done a is a 5K a marathon? No, that's a 5K.
No. 5K is not even a half marathon, my dude.
Anyway, go back to the game.
Yep.
We're going to break this down into a couple different categories. We're going to talk about the graphics, the story, the gameplay and mechanics, and the replayability. First and foremost, we can probably touch on the graphics because that's a particular part that a lot of people look for in fun games or in new age games, rather.
I mean, I'm going to take the point on this one. I will say, I mean, Goose is playing it with me. There has been several times where we're just like Goose or Frontal, like turn around and just look at how fucking pretty this area is.
Oh,
just look out and it's like a vista, just like actually beautiful. Sort of some of the views in it are absolutely beautiful. There's no other way to describe it, really.
Nope, they did a lot of things right when it comes to the graphics. Like a lot of things. It's not just the scenery. It's not just how, the water moves and how the sky looks and how the trees blow in the wind. It's the lighting in the caves. It's how the caves look, the lighters, the torches, how everything just kind of emits its own light and reflects off of all the other surfaces. It's gorgeous. It's very
I
well
wish
done.
the caves were a bit brighter though. I won't lie. Squinty face is like, is that a thing or is that a thing?
Yeah, pretty sure my eyes cramp trying to go through a cave.
I mean, they've definitely improved on the graphics since the first game. First game wasn't bad, but like it definitely didn't. You could definitely tell it was a game in the sense that like when you go into caves, your eyes don't really adjust in the first game. Whereas this one, if you have a bright light in front of you, you can't really see that far ahead of you. But if it's dark, your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness, so you can kind of see something.
Yep.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's definitely very cool. That kind of adds to the whole graphics and the lighting things.
Yeah, we noticed that like on a nighttime, like if you turn off your lights, you can see better by the moonlight as your eyes adjust. It's pretty. It's a pretty cool feature.
Yeah, I know they had a lot of cool things in the first game as well, and most of it I want to say carried over. The one thing I do kind of hope they fix when it comes to graphical issues is when you chop down a tree in Sons of the Forest, the bark kind of like separates. It just kind of floats around and then just poofs out of existence.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet or not, but it's
no. I actually haven't cut down a tree in Sons of the Forest yet.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I will say, character-wise, the characters look good. There is some questionable bit choices.
Wait, what do you mean? I haven't paid attention to this part.
In the room. Oh dear. So Virginia, let's talk Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia.
I like
the girl's name. I can never remember.
So you could just call it Dolores or whatever. You know?
Dolores.
Jenny from the Block.
I like the idea of having three arms, three legs, but the third leg looks like it's just badly rendered onto the side. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And like even with the clothing just looks like it looks like it's just glitched out the side rather than like a part of the anatomy. And talking about anatomy, they made a questionable choice, which means if you are streaming the game on Twitch or any other platform, you need to find a new outfit for her pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because I think when you first find her, she's wearing the swimsuit, right?
Yeah, and if it rains in game, that swimsuit becomes a little bit see-through.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
That's a questionable decision for like as a streamer. It's like, okay, I need to find something to cover up quickly. Go, you know? Like,
yeah,
that was a weird choice they made. You know,
I mean,
not least of which it makes zero sense. Like, who would have a swimsuit that gets see through when wet? That's the opposite of what a swimsuit is meant to do.
That's a good point, actually.
Like, that's not a marketable product, you know? It's
depends on where you wear the swimsuit.
I mean, yeah, but generally you wear a swimsuit to keep you covered while wet. That's kind of the point of them.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. I also want to point out the sound in Sons of the Forest. I'm a bit of an audiophile myself. My family's been doing car audio, house audio, all this other fun electrical stuff since I was a child. So I kind of grew up in it. The sound is decent. I'll give it at most a decent. I don't want to say it's bad because it's not bad, but the sound design in the game could use some work. Personal opinion.
Are you talking about like directional sound or just the sounds that are in there already? Like, what are you talking about?
So in Sons of the Forest, they have a lot of sounds. They have a lot of different sources, like the water flowing, the wind blowing, the creatures and stuff screeching, the bats coming at you. A lot of the high-pitched sounds are a little over the top. They tend to clip in the audio, and you can hear it. Like if a bat's coming at you in a cave and it screeches, it kind of clips the audio a little bit, so it sounds a little But if you're in a spot where there's a lot of different sources at once, it cuts random parts of different audio out, and I want to say it's probably placement. So if there's like a lot of different sounds around you and you're used to the ambiance of water flowing or something, and then a bat comes in out of nowhere, that bat will cancel out that water flowing, and then as soon as that bat goes out of range, the water flow just comes right back. That is weird. Yeah, it doesn't really mix the audio super well.
I can't say I noticed that. What I did notice with the audio myself is, like, specifically, like when I first booted up, I was running through the dark, being chased by those little, like, I call them the monkey men, the ones that go around on all fours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you're running through the dark in panic, and all you hear behind is like, it's fucking terrifying.
It is.
Yeah.
They kind of carried that over from the first game though too, because they had those people in the first game. Noises pretty much the same. I think there's some probably updated ones I haven't heard yet, because again, I've only played about not even an hour and a half yet of this game, just a little over an hour. And I mean, the first game terrified me when I first started playing it, and then I just kind of did my thing, and my thing is just like, gather, collect, what do you need? Here you go. Things come and kill it. Burn the body. Get the bones.
Yes. Bones are so important, though.
They really are.
Yeah.
And I do like the fact that they updated the crafting system, in the sense that like you still have to craft items in your pack, but in the first game, once you crafted it, it was just like, it made like this weird like chime noise. It'd be like, ding! And then suddenly you had it. It was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. This game, you put all the things together and you go, okay, craft, and your person like literally picks up everything and starts putting it together, and you're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. If you're crafting out of the bag, especially, then you can like watch him actually put everything together. So it's really neat.
It's really cool. I think that was a nice little update they did.
Yeah. Going back to the gameplay mechanics, watching, or actually with Frontal grinding as much as he did, chopping down an entire forest and a half to build a log cabin that's 3 stories high. Watching him build that and how they actually made the mechanics of that work is actually super unique too, because it's not just putting a blueprint that looks like a ghost form of whatever it is you want to build on the land. You actually have to go and carry the logs to the place and start stacking them in between wall joists.
Yeah, you have to make supports for your build, and then build up like sub supports, and then before you remove the supporting logs and stuff like that.
Yep, they made it very intricate and more realistic in that sense, and it's super cool. I appreciate the hell out of that.
Yeah, I will say it's a very satisfying building crafting system, and they've made some improvements. They've only just released an update, and the update has a lot of things now. You can make lockable doors. You can now make proper doors for the walls, defensive walls. You know how those triangles I couldn't fill in. They've made it so that you can fill those in now.
Oh, nice.
They've overhauled, but they've added a lot to the crafting of the base structure.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yep. That is very nice. That helps a lot.
It's like they do seem to be listening to feedback of people saying, "Look, we need doors, man. We need doors." But yeah, so it is nice that they seem to be listening to fans. I don't want to say complaints, because it's an early release. It's a pre-release sort of. So like a lot of people had a lot of expectations that weren't reasonable for an early pre-release sort of thing. But they are adding things, and they have a schedule, and it's pretty nice. I like them having a schedule for the big releases.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really cool that they put that up right on the opening page.
But getting back to graphics again, like even like the parts that you wouldn't expect, like the first time when I was alone and not just talking to Goose or whatever, swimming through water where the sharks, I found it as like, I have like a little, not a fear, like not like a hard fear, but like a fear of like the ocean when you can't see anything, and how deep it is and how massive it is just makes me go like, ugh,
Yeah.
The crushing pressure of there's so much there, but nothing there.
Yep.
Apart from potential predators, and then just out of this murky mist, you see a shape circling you, like, oh god. And then you see a shark dive out of the water to like kill a seagull in front of you, like, oh my god, panic, and it's like,
Yeah.
It was anxiety. It was anxiety in the game. It was anxiety.
What were we going to give the rating for this one?
In terms of graphics?
Yeah.
Graphics and audio.
Graphics and audio, we'll do between 1 and 10. I would probably give it personally, I would give it probably 8.5 to a 9 on graphics. There's a few things that still probably need to be worked on, like the tree thing or random lighting things that I see every now and then. But other than that, graphics, solid 8.
I'm going to say...
I would agree with that. I would agree with an 8.
Honestly, I'm going to say it's probably one of the prettiest games I've seen or can remember seeing, especially as an open world. I'd give it a solid 9.
Really?
It would be a 10 if the audio wasn't so occasionally. I mean, name me a prettier game, Goose.
Elden Ring.
Ooh. I mean, name me a prettier playable game.
Elden Ring. Oh, now that's a good one. I haven't played the second one yet.
There's very few games that make me stop and go, just appreciate a landscape. And this one did that with the graphics. And so I think that, anything lower than a 9 for me on the graphic scale would be, it's some of the most breathtaking views I've seen.
That's
honestly.
fair. That's fair. I can't argue with that.
But then, the audio lets it down. Hence the 9.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were doing sound completely separate. If we're grouping those together, I'd knock it down to a 6.
I'm still sticking with an 8.
Still sticking with an 8?
Yeah, I'd still stick with an 8, just because, again, I've only played like an hour, so.
That's true. I can't help it, man. I'm just an audio guy. I can't help it. All right, so do we want to rate gameplay, or do we want to touch on the other two topics real quick, which were story and replayability?
It's probably best if we go like through gameplay as its own topic first, then rate it, and then story as its own topic, and then that probably makes more.
Okay, that's right. Then we could do that.
Specifically gameplay. I would say, I mean, I'm a fan of base building games, open world sort of thing. I like making big structures. That's something I like to do. And so for me, I enjoy the aspect of it. But what I don't enjoy is a giant cartwheeling mutant coming running over my wall and making my day.
That's fair.
Did you say a giant cartwheeling thing of meat?
Mutant.
Oh, I thought you said thing of meat. I was like, oh.
I mean,
there is a mutant. There is a mutant that looks like. Do you remember the 90s cartoon show Cat Dog?
Yes.
It looks like Cat Dog has been skinned and it just rolls towards you.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude, it's horrifying.
It takes so much to kill that fucking thing. And I was like in the middle of like building like another floor on my thing. And I was like, oh, what the hell's that rolling over the wall? It's just like this 2-headed thing, and it was just like it took like 2 full clips of ammunition to put it down. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I also just had a random thought. Should we put like a big spoiler warning in the beginning of this?
Yeah, you probably could.
Okay. All right. Anyway, back to the cartwheeling mutant things that wanted to eat.
Sorry, time out a second.
Yeah, you're good.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
He is a full on like crack addict when it comes to Sonic, apparently. He's like, when you finish the call, can we play? Can we play? Like, we play something like. We could talk about it when I finish up. We'll talk about it. Okay, what time will that be? Like, I'm not giving you an exact time. I'll just shout at you when I finish. So sorry, guys. So yeah, time back in when you're ready. Sorry.
Gameplay mechanics.
You were talking about Cat Dog being skinned, coming over the wall, going, haha, here goes your shit.
You want about making a spoiler warning at the start.
So long, Gay Bowser.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to discuss story soon, but there isn't that much story to spoil, is my honest.
Well, yeah, that's very true. I mean, unless people are waiting for the story to kind of be implemented.
But I think if someone's... if you're listening to this and you're looking up reviews and you don't want spoilers, what the heck are you doing in your life?
That's a good point.
Reviews are going to talk about the game. That's what they do. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So it took it took 2 full clips of ammunition to put down this mutant, And I'm like, okay, now I can go back to putting my logs in. And then like a wave of like 7 more like cannibals comes in, and I'm like, I just want to build a house, man. I just want to build a house. Which they're easier to do when there's a couple of you. It's easier.
Yeah, I'm sure, but what? Why would you just want to build a house without being interrupted by a bunch of cannibalistic zombie type things?
Okay, well, sorry, time out 1 second. Sorry about this.
Our house in the middle of the street. In the middle of the street, our house.
Oh my gosh, sorry. He said, knocking on the door. Are you almost done? Like, no.
I don't know what I want to eat.
I apologize, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Just getting into building. You focus on what you're doing. You need to build this, and this, and suddenly you're just getting attacked by like wave after wave of cannibals. And it's like, go away and leave me alone. Jesus, I'm trying to build a house. You know.
Listen, I will give you my services next time of protection. Just give me something to protect myself. Actually, I got the gun in the game. I'm good.
I mean, mostly
give me the ammo, and I will sit there and just.
Virginia just goes raw on occasionally.
Okay, so you'd rather have Virginia do that? That's fine.
I mean, if you haven't put any hours in, but like, you just like there'll be cannibals coming to your base, and you're just like, okay, like we'll be peaceful if you just go away, and then suddenly you hear a and like Virginia just had a headshot of 3 of them, and like, Virginia, what the heck?
Yeah, Virginia's a crack shot what she wants to be.
You turn back and I'm sorry guys, it's just Virginia. She's got some issues. Virginia, stop. These are our guests.
Honey, please come back to the dinner table.
It's like,
Honey!
What I have noticed is the more we played the game, the more sociopathic Goose has become. Like, we started playing the game, it's like, it's okay, I'm not going to bother you, don't bother us, okay? And next thing, like last time we were playing the game, he's literally going through the things like, okay, we don't. I'm like, okay, we'll go around the outskirts of this. We don't have to bother this tribe of people here. And Goose like, sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of the blood splattering everywhere because I just dived in and tried to kill everyone. Like, Goose.
It's true.
What?
Goose, we don't need to kill these ones. They're fine. They're actually trading with us. And oh my god, you've decapitated 3 of them.
Sorry,
Goose,
I didn't know what the plan was.
I'm gonna barter their heads.
Cut off his head, but I can't do anything with it. Like, what? Goose, what are you cutting off the heads for? Goose.
They were already on fire from the Molotov. What did you want?
Wow! Why did you have a Molotov?
Oh, dude, my inventory is full, and I have the stuff to make more. It's just how you do it. I've also got grenades and all kinds of fun stuff.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm a dangerous boy. I like to live dangerously. So, company gameplay.
Sergeant Commander Goose reporting for duty, sir.
Yes. Danger close! Explosives out!
Danger Goose!
Well, speaking of danger, but talking about gameplay, the one thing that I have noticed that does annoy me occasionally is Goose. Specifically, how I'm face to face with the enemy mutant. They haven't hit me yet, and yet my armor is going down for some reason.
Yeah. Look, until they learn
friendly fire.
Exactly. The hitboxes are pretty large, and friendly fire hurts.
Like I can't tell. I mean, you realize Frontal's like a giant dude, right? He kind of looks like a mutant.
Okay. Oh wow.
I'm just kidding.
We're talking about in-game here, Goose.
You're right. I'm sorry.
To be fair, if we're talking about comparisons to in-game, the little guys jumping around in the mud with too much energy, that's Goose.
Accurate. Can and will confirm. What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sounded so guilty for a second.
No, I just like went to go move my phone because it was charging, and I absolutely just butterfingered the fuck out of it, and it fell.
Oh,
lovely!
Congrats.
Yeah, then you have the big red naked guys. You know,
that's
what?
Right? Yeah, they have really big naked red guys that just kind of go around with the other cannibals. Not the mutants, the cannibals.
I don't think I've come across them yet.
You'll know it when you see them.
Well, I'm sure I will because they're big, red, and naked.
Yes, that they are.
Like, I've only played the 77 minutes I played was with you guys, and you guys took me through a cave to get the rebreather, I think.
Yep.
And I swam out to the life raft to get myself the gun, and then that was it. I think we ran into like maybe a couple of the tribe people that I was just like, pow pow. Who are you?
You just want to shoot a gun.
I shot you in the head. I did. I did just want to shoot a gun.
You did great too. You shot him dead.
Hashtag America. What you like? I just want to shoot a gun.
So when it comes to the gameplay, how everything kind of works, how the crafting system works, how the building system, all of that other fun stuff.
I like a lot of the immersion of it. Like they haven't like Fluffy mentioned earlier, is like they're having to build, not having to, but like watching your character build, snap the sticks to put the heads on the arrows and stuff like that. It adds another level of like immersion to it to me.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Not to take away from any other game that's just like you magically put it together and bing, it's done. But like. It makes you, I guess it gives you more of a investment into the game.
It does. Speaking of investment, I think the only other problem that I have with it is this one feels so much more grindy than the first one. Unless I'm crazy. But
I think that may just be maybe because you're playing it more with me and I like the base build.
That could be it.
That definitely could be it.
I mean, there is nothing to stop you theoretically just having a tent that you put with 2 sticks in the top and going cave exploring.
That's true. Okay, in that case, I feel a little ungrateful for the work you've put in.
I want us to have a nice house.
That's true, and it is very nice. It's a little empty on the top 2 floors.
Oh my god!
Sorry,
he wants us to have a big house. 5 cars, a rent charge.
I don't pay
next
rent.
project is building a series of zip lines to get us like deeper into the map faster.
I don't have the zipline stuff.
Oh, that's right.
Sort that out, my friend.
It's true.
I'll just, you know what? I'm gonna go in today. I'm gonna play it, and I'm just gonna go adventuring. That's all I'm gonna do.
That's what I like doing.
A stick, a stone. And my pistol, and I will be a happy boy, and you're just going to hear screams in the distance.
The screams of my enemies.
Like, here's your stick, here's your pistol. Like, go forth.
Hey, Fluffy, here you go, buddy. Go on. Tap, tap, go on. Go out and adventure, boy. Bring us back all the goodies.
Yeah.
There.
Yes, sir.
If you come back empty-handed, don't come back.
2 days later, come back.
I will say that
covered in blood, wearing the headdress of the enemy because I've become their leader.
Yes.
Ah, fi.
But yeah, I will say that the combat in it is a bit simplistic, or like not, a bit clunky, especially in multiplayer. Like we keep hitting each other because the hitbox and things are pretty large.
Yeah.
So I would say on gameplay, I would probably mark it down a little bit for that because it feels a little bit clunky. You're kind of almost forced into doing a lot of melee combat, and when you're in melee combat, you hit your friends very easily.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Didn't you intentionally turn friendly fire? You turned friendly fire on.
No, it's default.
Oh, is it?
Default, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh no, it was a structure. Okay, so you couldn't break down your own structures. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I stand corrected. And silly. Proceed.
You are a silly Billy. Next question.
I don't have any questions. Do you have any questions, Fluff?
No, I'm good.
All right.
So on gameplay.
Yep.
We're going to mark it, guys. We're going to mark it on gameplay.
I'm probably going to give it like an 8.5, to be honest. Because they made some improvements from the last game, but I haven't really played enough of the new game to really give like an accurate one. But what I've seen so far is like the crafting stuff. You're watching your guy do that again, and then like the adjusting your eyes adjusting to the dark is pretty cool. I'm excited to immerse myself a little bit more into the game, but I'm just from those improvements because I give the first game like an 8. I'm gonna bump it up to an 8.5 for now.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'll probably give it a 7, 7.5.
I'd go for an 8. There's some room for improvements to the combat specifically, I think. Yeah, it's like I said, in multiplayer, it's a bit, certainly in caves, in multiplayer, it's a bit clunky.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's very tight, and that's another new thing they incorporated is the caves in the first game. They were all wide open for the most part. I mean, you had to do a lot of climbing with the climbing tool and a lot of ropes, but they never made you crouch and like have to go around obstacles and stuff in the middle of the caves. This one, you have to crouch and like crawl through a lot of it, which is something new, and I kind of like that. There's a lot of little stalagmites.
I think the actual combat in it, where you're trying to melee to say two of us trying to hit one thing, we're going to accidentally hit each other a couple of times every fight. Every
time, yeah. So what did you rate it?
I'd say 8.
8. Got it. All right. So
story is next, is it?
Yeah, story is next. And I have found 0. Yeah, I will. I've found 0 story.
Yeah.
The only story that I got so far was you're in a plane crash, survive.
I think it goes worse than you have the framing narrative, which is you're on this island to find these 3 people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you find one of these people, and they suddenly have 3 legs and 3 arms, and you're just like, yeah, that's cool, and don't mention it. Like Virginia, we've mentioned before, like she's one of the 3 people that you were sent to the island to look for, and your character just doesn't give a shit.
All right.
It's
yeah. So I do have one thing related to the story. So actually, a couple, two big topics. When it comes to the story itself, there's not much to know. Even once you start getting into like you find like the little underground bases, or you find the labs, or you find whatever. There's not a whole lot to go off of based on just that or those rooms alone. The only thing that you can really find based on story, like around Virginia specifically, is that you can find something related to her in one of those labs. That is it. That is the only little bit of story I've been able to put together so far, is that, hey, she was here before the plane crashed.
There are newspaper clippings and stuff like that give some hints towards it. But I mean, in fairness, in balance fairness, it is a early release game, and they did say that they're going to be adding more storyline elements into the game as they go on. The most recent update, for example, has a semi boss fight in it in one place that we've already been, and if we go back there now, there's a semi boss fight in it.
Okay. It seems silly, but okay.
It's a unique enemy that is only in one particular place.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so they plan to add more aspects of that in as they go through. They've said that.
Yeah.
But as it stands as a game that we are playing right now, the storyline has been minimal. Like
yeah.
Like I say, it feels like you're there to find these 3 people, but like you couldn't give a knackers about them.
Yeah.
Like yeah. Virginia is there, like who's one of the people you're there for, and you don't really acknowledge it at all that she's one of the people you're there to rescue.
Yeah, it just kind of happens. I mean,
it feels like it should be a bigger moment. It feels like it should be a bigger storyline moment that like there is the person that one of the people I'm coming to see, and like obviously she can't talk, etc. But it feels like that should be a bigger reveal.
Yeah, agreed. Or maybe you have to actually save her before she starts becoming useful. Like, and you have that option.
Yeah. So it just I don't know. It just seems it at the moment it has a framing device for the plot, but
yes,
the actual game doesn't engage with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even in the first one, you kind of had a little bit of a storyline, which is like you're in a plane crash and you see these people just take your son. So the entire story thing is you trying to find out where your son is, and your son is leaving behind these clues for you every time you go and find something.
Yep.
Like pieces of his toy, drawings, colorings and stuff in caves and whatever. And then, yeah.
Yeah, you have all these little plot devices.
Yeah, I think they're probably trying to do the same thing in this one, but it's just a matter of finding those things and understanding what exactly you were looking at.
Yeah, and to be fair, once you get to the labs and stuff like I was talking about earlier, or like Frontal mentioned, they have emails, they have notes, they have stuff that kind of, progress a small amount of story to kind of, it helps you. They're like puzzle pieces, but you don't know what what the puzzle is until you have a lot of them and start putting them together. But I feel like, in my personal opinion, all those pieces aren't until probably closer to late game when you start to finally see the bigger picture, as most puzzles are. But
it also doesn't help that in the first game, you had a section of your journal where it had all the pieces you'd found. You could have all the newspapers and articles and stuff were there. You could have a look at them afterwards. In this game, they're mostly just gone.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean,
which it would be nice if you had a way to collate them so you could have a look over them and say, okay, so maybe this is what's happening.
Yep.
But again, hopefully that's going to change. But as the game as it stands at the moment, plot wise, I'm going to give it a rating here right now. I'm going to give it a rating of probably a 2. There is no realistic. There is a framing device, but there is no attempt to integrate the plot as far as I've seen so far.
Right. Fluffy, I wouldn't expect you to give it much of anything if you haven't really put a whole lot of time into it yet.
I'll probably go with like a 1 for now.
Yeah. What I would say is like you if you change the intro cutscene so that I wasn't there rescuing 3 people, I would not know the difference.
Yeah, which is a fair point. Does it say that you were actually there to?
Yeah, there's a laptop in front of you, and you're missing people reports of Virginia and her parents.
Ah, okay, I missed that part. That's on me.
But like I say, even not knowing that though, it makes no difference to the actual experience you have as a game. What the framing, the plot frame has no relevance to the actual gameplay, realistically, at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. I would probably also give it a 2, just because I can see how they have a framework. I can see how they have like a lot of pieces out in the works. But as it stands right now, there's just not a whole lot of integration with everything kind of flowing together.
Not yet. It's a very slow game. I think they're trying to do what they did in the first game, where they there's no clear objective other than to save these people from the island and find the clues.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
split up, gang.
But it says a lot that if you looked on social media, a lot of people killed Virginia without even realizing it was a person who was supposed to be there to save. Because you can kill her permanently. I mean, the first time you see you can just shoot her in the head. Done.
Really?
Rude.
And a lot of people killed her without realizing.
Oh.
Okay, I could see how that would cause issues.
She's just a three-legged, three-armed person in a game full of mutants trying to kill you.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I guess that is it kind of makes it a bit of it's a game design choice that some companies do like to make. There's been a couple other games that have been similar to that, to where you're presented with an option to either delete somebody or passively just kind of let them do their thing and then see what happens later on. And 9 times out of 10, they will turn around and try to help you or become a boss at the end of the game or whatever. So it's kind of a choice. But maybe some people are just like, nah, I'm doing this for me. Just take them out. I don't know. I've seen the same kind of idea in Phantom Pain with Quiet. I know Frontal knows what I'm talking about.
I do not.
But, the fact that quite a lot of people seem to have missed it as even a thing. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here, Goose. You didn't even notice there was a laptop there with the missing person reports on it.
Nope. But at the time that I did do that opening, I was also monkeying with a lot of other things, and the game was not my primary focus. So That's on me. I'm not knocking it for that.
Yeah. Anyhow, for a storyline, I'm giving it a 2. 2 to 2. 2 2 2 2.
2 2 2
Storyline is a 1 for me, dog.
Yep. And I also gave it a 2. So on that note, the next and last would be replayability.
I mean, it is a good game. I feel like whatever you feel like you finish the game and you go, meh, I've had my time with it. I'm gonna go play something else, and then a month and a half later, someone else comes up and goes, hey, I haven't played this yet, or I need help with this, and you go, yeah, I could fuck around with that, or nah, I'm good. I think this is more of a, yeah, I could fuck around with that again. That's fun.
You'd go back for more?
Look.
Oh, I the 77 minutes I've played, absolutely. But even with the Forest game, I can't tell you how many times me and somebody restarted and played from the beginning. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah.
So I mean, like the Forest and like other base building games, I'm usually down if someone says like, "Oh, hey, you want to play this game?" and like build up a thing from the get go. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, you know.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
You know, the updates that they've put out seem to be substantial enough that even like now it would keep me coming back to try out the new stuff they put in. Like, yeah, they put in like the most recent one they did, like, you know, doors, more building stuff. They've put in a hang glider so you can glide all around the place and overlook it. They've put in all sorts of like, you know, like hidden boss fights and stuff like that. So it looks like the bits they're putting in are going to be bits that are going to keep you, you know, coming back for more, like another little nibble, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It is how going to annoy me. I'm going to have to knock down part of my thing to put a new door in, but you know that's you know, that's part of the early release thing. You know, it's
that's fair. So we're just going to do a yes/no on this one for a rating. So Fluffy said yes. Frontal said yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I will because my friends are.
That's the beauty of this whole game. It's not so much like, you know, it's just like guys who just mess around in this game. Like, yeah, I've got like about 4 different rafts going on from rafts still. You know, different people. You know,
we haven't touched that one in a long time.
We haven't touched that one in a long time.
Pretty sure. Funny, you guys like let's do raft. Like, yeah, sure, let's go.
I think each of us has at least one world where we've all started with each other on our own accounts.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Or maybe. And let's not even begin to talk about 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
I love that game. It's such a fun game. I love being able to just walk out and go out for like a day and coming back with just a smorgasbord of bullshit.
Yes. Yep.
And that's playing the Nightmare server, in which case we go,
fuck! Goose, don't come down here. Run away, Goose! Run away!
But
so much fun,
certainly for our gaming group, you know, we do go back to a lot of base building games just to have a bit of fun, and I think, you know, it's nice to have in a world full of competitive games. It's nice to have some co-op ones, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. No, I've moved away from trying to do the competitive games because like I just get too into it, as you know. It makes me mad when I don't do good.
Oh,
but when we're doing co-op games,
right? Let's be clear here, listeners. Let's be clear. Everybody, I'm going to interrupt you here, Fluff, because it's important that people know this about you and your dark secrets.
My dark secrets.
Fluffy doesn't get annoyed at losing games. He gets annoyed not being top on his own winning team.
Pretty much. Got to be the best.
I've seen him there. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get the highest score in the game. Like, Fluffy, we won. Like, yeah, but I didn't win hard enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not me wanting to be the best. It's me wanting to do better than I was doing because I know I can do better.
Yes, it's
he's his own worst critic in that.
Yeah, you're your own worst critic. We know this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Fluffy a little bits, but he beats himself up more than anyone else I've ever seen when it comes to those games. Even when winning, he's critical of his own performance. Which,
thank you.
You know, it's perfectionism.
I need to be better than I was yesterday.
Life motto right there.
Whereas I'm just like, hey guys, we're all having fun, guys. Hey guys.
Hey, dang, Fluffy, you're doing good. You got 15 kills and like 5 deaths. Yeah, but I don't have 16 kills.
This is not enough. I know I could do better.
Yeah, it's like
I need at least 30 kills.
We play League, and I'm like, hey guys, I got a C, and like Fluffy's like, yeah, I only got an A. I'm like, oh, okay.
The second best on the team.
Into the corner.
Okay, you guys are making it sound like I'm this god at League of Legends, and I'm not.
I wouldn't say he's not a god at League of Legends, but he is a league generalist. He can go on any character and be like, he's pretty good at this, you know. I wouldn't say he's the best at any character, apart from like, you know, what was it? The Scarecrow guy, Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks, my guy.
But he is when it comes to games, he's a generalist. He's good at most characters. Yeah.
What happened to Sons of the Forest?
So, Sons of the Forest. Yeah, Fluffy sucks at Sons of the Forest.
Jesus.
Well, that's because like in those games, like there's like the building types of games, and I don't build. I collect, I gather, and I fucking fight people.
Yeah, that's pretty much my
role.
strength. That's my strength too. I'm not a very good builder. I don't have the creative mindset.
You tell me what you need. Yeah, you tell me what you need. I'll go get it for you. I don't care what's in the way, or how big it is, or how many there are. You need some fucking wood? I'll chop down some trees for you. Just tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Fluffy, we're running low on some bones. Can you go kill some humans for them? Yeah, absolutely. Got you. No problem. Okay, but what about your morals?
Morals.
Get those bones. I'll get you those bones.
I lost those years ago.
What we need is to rein in Goose with his murdering rampages.
Hey. Shh.
Hey.
That's all I have for that.
No.
I have no other response, but shh.
Stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help.
So,
what are we doing? What are we doing for like an overall rating for Sons of the Forest?
Yep, that's what I was just going to ask too. Is we all agreed on replayability, graphics. Fluffy got an 8. I gave it an 8. Frontal gave it a 9. So 8.5 average.
8 and 1/3, but yeah.
Shush. 2-1-2 for story, so we'll give that a 1.5. I'm good at math, just let it be. Gameplay mechanics, 7.5, 8.5, and 8. Which we'll make it 8.9. Sorry, 7.9. God bless it.
Good at maths, guys. Good at maths.
Yes. You know what? 8. We'll just do a solid 8. Whatever. Overall, are we taking an average of all 3 of those ratings or no? I didn't think about that part.
Giving it a general overall score, I think is probably the. Yeah,
I'd probably put it like a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it deserves more. It's lacking in plot, but I don't. The sort of game it is, I don't think it needs too heavy a plot. You know.
For what it is, probably not.
I would give the game a solid. I'd give the game as an overall. I'd give it a solid 8.5.
8.5.
I enjoy it.
I could agree with that.
All right, RNG Sons of the Forest 8.5. Let's go. I want to put that on a thumbnail or something. Who knows? I don't know. We'll fucking
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Be sure to comment and tell us what you think of Sons of the Forest, and we can tell you to eat sand.
There's lots of it there.
There is.
Our house is on the beach. It's true.
Yeah.
Our house
best
is
location.
On the beach.
Yo, we got waterfront property. It's fantastic.
Got seagulls to eat for days. You know.
Oh yeah.
And plenty of cannibals to kill for armor.
Oh, dude, we've got 2 full bone boxes right now.
Okay, well, don't admit to the crime.
Sorry, I mean,
just hint at it.
we were gifted a lot of extra bones.
Came walking up, please.
Walked up to our front door.
Virginia said, "Here you go." Virginia did the murders, not us. It was all her idea.
Yeah,
her and Calvin.
But yeah, so I think in summary, guys, and sort of like to wind things up, like going forwards, we're hoping to make this into a mini series of like game reviews that we do. If there is anything you would like to see us review, please comment on whichever platform you're watching on, and we will as soon as we pick it up, we'll hopefully add it to a list and start working our way through as and when we can in between our regular podcasts. But if you could just like, comment, just let us know what you want to hear more of, what games you want to hear, what games you want us to go through, and assuming we have them, we'll certainly give it a go.
And if we don't, we'll play them.
Well, yeah, and another
depending on the
thing
cost.
is, nah, cost doesn't even matter. Between all of us, we've got game experiences from New Age to Atari, so there's literally everything. But yeah, if you want to hear anything in particular, you know where to let us know. Literally comment on any platform. Thanks for listening, and I think that's it. Anybody else have anything to throw out?
But sorry, I'll steal Puffy's line. Bye, I love you.
Fuck you.
Bye, guys.
I love you. I love you. Frontal's just a twat.
I love you more.
Fuck you, Goose. This was my thing. Why are you stealing my thing, you twats?
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Fine. All right.
The one thing I had going.
Fine. I don't love you, but I will talk to you later.
Wow, wait, no, we do love you. We love you. We can say it together. Harmonize with me.
Okay.
We
love you.
Okay, no, that's bad.
We're not bad. We're not good at harmony. We're not a good harmony here, guys.
All right, I'm stopping now. I'm not really stopping now.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Love you.